been trying to come up with something to say about this for the past week or so. With something to say about what's been going on as the deadline for the appeals draws closer. In the Vic Mignogna case, Monica Rial and Jamie Marchi, and Hiro Hay has brought this up, have been proving how much of a bunch of couple of snakes they are. In two ways. In both cases, they're trying to base their way of healing the anime community, quote unquote, is going on Twitter and Thanos snapping everyone who doesn't agree with them in a block barrage. I'm just grateful that Chuck Huber is doing his best on Twitter to follow those who have been blocked by the bisexual bimbos. So thank you, Chuck, for at least doing what you can to truly heal the community. I mean, what Chuck is doing is really healing the anime community. What Monica and Jamie have been doing has been nothing but killing it. And in the latter's case, it's even more apparent that she thinks of us as nothing more than fools who will listen to her political agenda alterations of various dubs. Now, it's true they're not really doing it that much with My Hero Academia, One Piece, or Dragon Ball. But with lesser properties like High School DxD, Miss Kobayashi's Mate, Dragon Maid, and several others that one, the other, or both are a part of, it's quite apparent. And obviously, it's getting a little sickening. And while I've beaten this verse with a dead horse, I'm going to add, in this passage with a dead horse, I'm going to add a little something extra that's not put in most Bibles that are not King James or New King James into the mix to call Jamie and Monica out on. Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Hosea, Jonah, Micah, Zechariah. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers. Therefore you will receive greater condemnation. Matthew 23:14. One of the woes that's usually edited out of most Bibles. Well, not, as I mentioned, not either King James or New King James. This is a New King James version, believe it or not. And I've had this thing for almost 20 years, for 17 years. And that's what Monica and Jamie have proven to be. Hypocrites who will devour the homes of widows, just under the pretense of, in this case, editing anime scripts just so they could fit their own super feminist agenda, which gives them double the condemnation of hell. And they deserve that double the condemnation. Ty and Nick, I am begging you guys, get that appeals served essay in by tonight. And demand that we get a judge other than Chubb to run the case. Now, granted, the appeals court has overruled Chupp's decisions numerous times and will demand that he looks over the case more fairly than he did the first time. God be willing that it happen. Let the Lord bring the will of the people down on Funimation. After all, what shall we say about such wonderful things as these? If God is for us, who can ever be against us? Romans 8:31. If God is for Vic, who could ever be for Vic, who could ever be against him? And for those who are against Vic, let's just say your popularity's tanking. And for those wondering, that little video SG Sammy did about the Ruby Guidebook, I found one in Books A Million, and boy, did he prove it true. And even if Viz goes back and edits the book, they're probably going to have Vic Crow voiced by Jason Lichbrit, due to Rooster Teeth specifications. And this is the revised edition that'll come out Volume 7, at the end of Volume 7 in 2019. At least that's in my opinion. Let's face it, after November 2nd, we're getting episodes through the 23rd, off on the 30th for Thanksgiving. Then episodes the 7th, 14th, and 21st of December, off for Christmas and New Year's, and then it's back. And then they go through their main 6 or 7 episodes of the volume, January through February. And then we probably won't see another Ruby. And Volume 8's not coming out till the 2nd, probably won't come out till the 2nd week in November. That's my guess. Of next November. That's my guess. So brothers and sisters, start praying. We need to keep praying that the appeals court rules in Vic's favor and not in Funimation's. And that Chupp is forced to do it fairly. If the case goes back to Chupp, he'd be forced by the appeals court to look over all the evidence and do it fairly. I stand with Vic, now then, forever. God bless. Leave a like, smash the like button, leave a comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. Goodbye, and good night. Bang.